Hi, welcome to Sacred Enzyme. I'm Stacy. So we're coming back for part 3. And so on this episode, I want to talk about the Southern Corridor. I want to talk about missing children. And I've talked about how these kids in the Southern Corridor, they carry Atlantean codes, water codes, okay? And what is the false spine. All right. So, friends, today I want to talk about something really personal, and it's pretty deep because I'm finding myself all wrapped up in this. Missing children, Atlantean codes hidden in the land. So for me, this is not an abstract video that I'm doing here. My own family used to travel this exact road, Highway 31, from Michigan all the way down to Alabama once or twice a year. I've been on this corridor, I felt it in my bones, and now I see why it mattered. And you know, it's interesting because I remember traveling down Highway 31, and we got half the way down through there, and I had a deja vu moment. I remember riding through the same mountainous area. It was somewhere around Kentucky, Tennessee, somewhere around in that area of the country. And I was having so much deja vu. And this is when I was really little. And it's probably because I've been moved up and down this corridor, you know. All right. So for me, this is pretty personal. And I understand why it matters now. So Highway 31 is the inverted spine. Highway 30 runs all the way from Alabama to Michigan. And it ends in Mackinac Island, Michigan. Mackinac Island, I've come to find out in recent years, was the original Epstein Island. I've been to Mackinac Island. I don't think that my parents realized we were going there, but I've been there. I've been there. And we went there for vacation, but it was probably a part of something deeper, like programming. Okay, Highway 31 is the inversion of 13, the Mother's Trinity Code. That makes Highway 31 a counterfeit ley line, a false spine through the body of America. It links the deep southern womb to the northern crystalline gate. This is the road my family took. It's the same road that's been used in trafficking. Kathy O'Brien, a survivor and whistleblower named Michigan and Alabama, in her testimony, she said this corridor was a key channel for moving children. Oh, it makes me sick. So why Atlanta, Georgia, Texas? Because this land is Atlantean memory land. Alabama is set on a massive clay bed, a red clay bed. It's all memory. It's hematite. It's blood. That's what clay is. Our blood has our memory in it. This is why blood's so important. This is why old world buildings were made with red clay brick. It's all about holding memory and frequency and amplifying it. So Alabama red clay and iron, memory is clay, magnetic frequency recording. It's automatically, magnetically tuned to north, to the northwardly direction, okay? Georgia, Stone Mountain, the Georgia Guidestones. Does anybody remember those? That's it, Atlantean crystalline monolith broadcasting codes. The Texas Gulf Coast is a gateway to the old Atlantean trade routes and the Caribbean network. So children that are born here often carry Atlantean genetic resonance, star codes, grail frequencies, and the overlay knows that's why the South is a hotspot for missing kids. And in the middle of the Southern Corridor, they built the Georgia Guidestones. Not just anywhere, but at the crossroads of Highway 77 right by I-85, which reduces to 13. 8 plus 5 is 13. The Mother's Code. Now, that's not random. That's not random. The Guidestones stood as a ritual altar broadcasting commandments for the artificial mother timeline. Planted right in an Atlantean memory land, a granite monument telling the world to live under a counterfeit covenant. And isn't it interesting that they were destroyed in 2022? To me, that's a sign. 22, double master number, folks. The altar of the overlay collapsed, even as the true codes of the mother returning. So Mackinac Island and Highway 31 just doesn't stop anywhere. It stops at Mackinac City at the bridge to the Mackinac Island. And Mackinac Island, I said, is not random. It's an ancient water gate, a northern node where ley lines converge. It mirrors the southern Atlantean womb with a northern crystalline gate. So my family's trips to Michigan, to Alabama, were literally retracing the spine of America from the northern gate to the southern womb not knowing we were walking an Atlantean corridor. So I want to talk about Kathy O'Brien's testimony, because she spoke of being trafficked along this exact path. Michigan to Alabama, she described how programs use these roads to move children. This is not just logistics. This is ritual. Children with Atlantean resonance were harvested along this spine, their codes taken to fuel the AMI, the artificial mother programs. This is why so many people are having resonance that is tying them to this AI mother. It's because of programs. And when we look at missing children statistics, Alabama, Georgia, Texas, Florida, they light up. This is not a coincidence. This is programming, folks. This is programming. Okay, so here's the pattern. True number 13 is inverted to 31. True family template, boy-girl twins, inverted to girl-girl twins. True womb codes, organic births, inverted into IVF and AMIs. True land codes, Atlantean nodes, inverted into trafficking corridors. Okay, so Highway 31 is a living example of this inversion. A false spine laid across the mother's body. So I see why now my family drove this road. We weren't just going south. We were unconsciously retracing the mother's womb from Michigan to Alabama and Alabama and back, the northern crystalline gate to the southern Atlantean womb. My bloodline carrying Randolph, Bruce, Sinclair codes was literally moving through the overlay every time that we made that trip. So we need to remember that these highways aren't just concrete. They're metal ley lines. They're laid down with numbers that invert the mother's codes, folks. And along them, children disappear because they carry these very Atlantean resonance that the programs want to harvest, and the Lemurian programs, because there are a lot of people that come from both of these codes. So calling it out is the first step. When we see this inversion, it has no power over us anymore. And so us knowing is half the battle. Being informed is half the battle. Highway 31 may be their false spine, but the true spine of the mother is rising again. And so it is. And that's the way it's going to be. Mama's coming back, and there's going to be a lot of, people crying. There's going to be a lot of people crying because things are changing very rapidly, very rapidly. So with that, there's so much that you could add on here. I literally could do a million videos about all of this number coding, all of this inversion, all of the IVF. It just goes on and on and on and on. You could be doing this for days. No kidding. We are so entrenched and entrained in this false reality. We really got to wake up, and we got to wake up quick. We got to get active. So with that, when you come and find me, I'll be here, because we're living in the past, present, and the future all at the same time. So don't forget to get outside today. Put your feet in the grass. Give thanks to our Heavenly Father and the primordial mother, Mother Earth. Have a great day. Hope to catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Sacred Enzyme. Bye-bye.